Okay, so I'm going to make a quick video on how you can add these faux rail seams to your one-piece doors. Sometimes they're vertical or horizontal. I'll show you how to do them with formulas. I'll also attach the download, so if you're using version 14, you can import it and copy and paste these toolpaths. In case you're on a time crunch or you're not wanting to learn some basic formulas right now. Alright, so we'll start up in the libraries, then go to doors. I'm going to open up just a standard shaker door here. I will copy it. Pretty much always want to copy. And then maybe in parentheses or all caps at the end of variation, I like to put, let's do V seam, V joint. Alright, and then we're going to click on the panel. We will click on the edit button, click on operations, and then we'll start adding our open toolpaths. Okay, so we'll start with toolpath. Click on open. I'll click on these points here and I'll just click the delete key. And we want to position our first point. We'll click on the calculator, because that's the right way to do it. If we use formulas, then we can actually copy and paste these things. It makes it a lot quicker. Then for the Y direction, we'll do 2.5 times TOMM. That's just bringing us 2.5 inches from this edge right here to 2.5 on the Y direction. And we'll do the same for this. Do 2.5. If you have a different style and rail, then you would put a different size in here, right? You wouldn't do 2.5, do 2.25 if you have 2.25 inch style and rails. 2.5 for this one as well. This is the easy one. Okay, so now if we carefully click on these, gives us the option to add a depth or a tool association. So we could do it the basic way and attach tool here, or we can attach a panel tool group. This is definitely the way we want to do it, because if we attach a panel tool group, we can switch out the tool and change the depth very easily inside of our panel tool group library. Let's close this. I'm going to open up my optimizer. We'll make that panel tool group quick. Now, if it's just a faux seam, like a very slight one, they're usually very, very shallow. But we'll go to libraries, CNC tooling, go to panel tool groups. I'll pick that S01 shaker. Doesn't really matter. Actually, let's just add a new group. We can do S001, S000, B joint. And if you want to put any other notes in here, like maybe this is a 60-degree one, and it's 1/16 of an inch deep. Something just to denote it. Now we'll go into our tool list. We'll bring in our 60-degree. Click on the green plus, and then I'm going to click on center. Just easier, especially when you start getting into profiled tools. Make the screen a little bit bigger. Alright, so all we have to do here, we're going to leave it on the center line, because that green line represents our open tool path. So if we put a tool right on the center of this green line, it's going to cut right where we put our tool path. And then we'll put a depth in here of 1/16. Click enter. Now we have this little baby line there. So I'll say OK. Go back. We have to close the door library. We go back and forth between a couple tabs to wake it up so that I can register that new tool group. And we'll go to libraries and doors. Groove. Click on the panel. We'll say edit. And I wanted to do this before we start copying and pasting these tool paths, because I can click on a point, or I can click down here in the points. Just to select one of them, we'll leave the depth at 0 because we're using a panel tool group. We'll click select toolpath. We'll go to panel tool groups. Then I will just select the 00V joint. Okay. Now if we look at this in 3D, we can see this little tiny groove here, right? And then if we want to do 3 more, we can drag a box, highlight it, click copy and paste. And then I'll just show you how to mirror these things. So if you want to mirror anything on the y-axis, we'll put in parentheses here, and we'll do part W minus. And I'll take a copy and paste here. I can do it to the other one. I'm just going to speed through these. And if we want to copy this to the other side, we'll mirror it. We'll go copy and paste. The pasted operations always come down to the bottom. We just need to mirror the 0. The opposite of 0 is part L for the x. We go here, we're going to go in parentheses, part L minus. Okay. Then this last one, we'll copy and paste it. We'll just say 2.5 for both of them. That one's an easy one. We're basically just making 4 lines. And if you have to come in here and change the distance away from the perimeter, you'd have to change the TOMM number, which is pretty easy to do. But you could take all 4 of these lines. We took the pocket too, so if you want to copy and paste these 4 lines, go and find the pocket, hit the hide button, highlight all 4 points, copy, and then unhide the pocket. Now you can just paste this to whichever one you want. If you want these lines to go the other direction, then you have to do basically the opposite of what we did here. Alright, so if we look at the 3D, we can see that we have our little curved lines everywhere. We can say OK. Keep in mind, once you edit that panel, you can't change the style and rail anymore of that door. So the trick with that is to copy your operations, reset, make sure the panel is what it was previously, a pocket. You can change whatever you want here, and go back into the edit tab, then paste your operations again. And then you'd have to adjust these. Since this was a 2.5 and now it's a 2, everything's a little bit maladjusted. Just to show you how that works. Alright, cool. So this door here, go pick that one out. Still the same tool group. It's a different door. It has those manually attached tool paths, and then you can see in the 3D viewer here, we've got the V-groove. Alright, so the last piece of this is how do we actually change the tool or the depth? Easy enough. We can go back to our optimizer, libraries, CNC tooling, go to panel tool groups, then you can change the depth of this. If I change the depth to 1/4 inch, hit enter. Pick this thing up. Now it's actually at 1/4 inch. And instead of moving those tool paths, then basically at this point, you're ready to go and cut. Just make sure the tool is in your tool set that you chose for that panel tool group. And then if you're still listening, we'll do a little bonus action. So let's go and I'll show you how you can move these lines to the left and the right. So if you go to panel tool groups and V joint, you go in here and use an offset. Let's say we just want to move it over 15 thousandths. We can do that, and it's going to update our tool group. Don't really want the 1/4 inch version. Do a little shower. Go 0.031. But you'll notice that they didn't move the same direction. Some of them moved to the left and some of them moved to the right. And you can just build your tool paths from the other direction. So if you swap 0.1, 0.2, then it will basically just move the other direction because it's on the left side of the green line instead of the right side. I have a little tip there. And that's how you're going to do the four joint seams there. That's all I got for now.